What's up, mob? Hey, how we doing? So it is Anaheim week. This is opening week. I don't know about you guys, but I got butterflies. I cannot wait until Saturday, and I'm crossing my fingers if the rain holds out. It's saying, like always, chance of rain in California, but I have a feeling unless it rains right at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, this will be a somewhat dry race or a good race. But I'm going to break down the 250 West Coast, or what a lot of people have been calling them, the Deegan Dodgers. Yes, I said it. The Deegan Dodgers. Anyway, there's a big advantage to going to the West Coast, but I'm going to get into that, break down all the guys, and a little bit more. But remember, guys, the channel grows when you subscribe. That's how they judge us on YouTube. So if you just want to hit that subscribe button, I definitely appreciate it. So let's get into this.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So the 250 class in the West Coast, they have a huge advantage. This is a tactical mistake by some riders to go east by choice. Because when you go east, your series is longer. You'll go, all their rounds right into outdoors. Where if you run the West Coast, you get this huge break. And with the extended series in SMX and outdoors, you get a big break, and it's really nice. Would you rather run 10 miles straight, or do you want to run 4, take a break, and then run 6? That's kind of the question. So I would say run 4, then take a little rest, and then run the remaining 6 the next day. That would be ideal, and that's kind of what these West Coast riders get to do in comparison. So Joe Schmoda declared what coast he was going on really early. He's not dodging Deegan, and nobody's really dodging Deegan except for, maybe Jordan Smith and I'm sure Nate Thrasher, and they don't want to put all their good guys on the same coast from Star Yamaha. But Joe Schmoda, this is going to be a tough season. He is your favorite. He is your number 1 seed going into this, the opening round here at Anaheim, and anything less than a win or close to a win or being the top guy will be disappointing. He's hired by Honda to win, and that's what he expects. Can he hold up? Will he crumble? That's a lot of pressure. Some guys do well when they're expected to win. Some don't. Let's see what Joe does. Now we got Levi Kitchen on the new team, Pro Circuit, and I've been hearing really good things. Levi could easily spoil the show for Joe. Levi could get in there, and this guy's talented, and if he's more comfortable and a little bit better, he's got to get better starts in Supercross. This guy's won main events before, and a guy by the name of Jet Lawrence was in the field when he won. Yeah, I know Jet had issues, but still, he's got a victory over Jet. Watch Levi. He could spoil the party for Team Honda. Then you've got the veterans, RJ Hampshire, you can never count them out. You give RJ a start, and on any given night, RJ is going to give you everything he's got, plus about 50% more, which has kind of been his downfall. But you can never count RJ out, so he's going to be in the mix. He's not going to make it easy for anyone. Same with Jordan Smith, same thing. Guy is lightning fast, and given the right situation, he could easily win. He has a tendency to have big issues at Anaheim 1. He's usually rides the East Coast, but he's riding the West Coast, which for him to get away from Hayden Deegan, and I said that in the past, that is a big win for him. But he needs to deliver now and get up there, win. This is his, for him and RJ, they're becoming in the Marty Davalos era. They've been in this class for a long time. They need to get some stuff done now. The other contender that's kind of been quiet, Nate Thrasher. Nate Thrasher is coming off some horrendous injuries, and he's been out for a long time. And, in fighting, they call it ring rust. Well, you got to get gate drops. Gate drops are extremely important in Supercross or any sort of form of racing. I would have liked to seen him try and get an off-season race in or 2. He hasn't. How will he do? If he comes out swinging, Nate Thrasher, if you take away that injury and put him in this field, he might even be favored over Joe Schmoda to be your guy. He's been that good the last couple of years, and I don't know, can he shake off that rust? We will see Saturday. Guys, at this first round, for sure, somebody's going to hit their head, and when they do, they need to go to the Coach Rob store and get his concussion supplement packet. Don't take concussions lightly. Food and nutrition absolutely helps you recover quicker, and I think it actually makes you a little bit more durable from getting a concussion. So And that's just me and my bro science. That's not actually Coach Rob, that's me. But I think if you have the proper health and your brain has the proper, it's hydrated and ready to go, I do think it takes more of a blow and less damage than somebody who's starving themselves to ride a 250. Epic Garage Designs. And hey, if you are at Anaheim, go check out AGE's setup. Check out the floor. That's the floor that Epic Garage Designs provides. They're awesome. In addition, cabinets, racks, you name it, they ship it anywhere. EpicGarageDesigns.com. Now I want to talk about some of the guys that are just out of that, podium contention, guys that we want to see something from that, could easily get up in the mix, win a heat race, do that type of stuff. First off is Max Voland. Max Voland, when he came out of the amateurs, he was touted probably as high or higher than Jet Lawrence. He's really, really good, but he just has not shown it. He had those moments at KTM, and it just didn't work out. Did not qualify. And as a factory rider, you just can't do that. You just cannot. You can't not qualify for the main event. It's just unacceptable, and that will get you fired. But he looks good. He's confident. Can he rebuild? I think if we see Max get in the top 5, that's good for him, but we need to see some speed, some consistency, maybe get up on top of the boards in practice, possibly a heat race. We just need to see some stuff from Max. Then we've got the MCR team. You got Carson Mumford, who is also extremely talented. He's got a new home over there. Carson, when focused and healthy, he's tough. And then you got Mitchell Oldenburg, the veteran, once again, hitting that Marty Davalos. But, Supercross in the United States is not necessarily Mitchell's focus. He's a world Supercross 250 guy, or actually 450 guy now. But, he was battling up there with Roxon. Can he carry that momentum into the 250 class? Was it because he's good on the 450, or will that confidence carry over? We shall see, but don't be surprised if Mitchell Oldenburg's on the podium at the end of the night in Anaheim. The other guy, and I had to put him in this group because I like him so much, Garrett Marchbanks. Garrett Marchbanks is extremely talented. The problem is he's riding a 250. The kid they call him the man-child, Garrett Marchbanks. He's a big dude. He chose to ride the 250. The team did not make him ride the 250. He feels like he has unfinished business in this 250 Supercross class, and maybe that's enough incentive. Maybe the incentive to prove guys like me wrong. Either way, I am cheering for Garrett. He's one of my favorite guys. Like I said, I make no bones about it. I grew up in Utah, so I cheer for the Utah guys. And I want Garrett to do well. I don't have high expectations being on the 250. I don't see him getting starts. I don't see him being able to do some of the stuff that the smaller guys can do. I think he would have been better suited to go with the 450. Oh, and I want to make one quick correction, guys. Vince Friese is not riding 250 West. I had that wrong. So I went back, checked my texts with my sources, and what had happened is the team's not doing the entire series. The team is doing West Coast rounds and select East Coast rounds. And I assumed that was West Coast 250. That was my bad, my mistake. But Vince will be there in the 450 class. Hey, and speaking of being there, Ride Strapped, Chris will be there with me, hanging out, checking things out. So if you see us, come up, say hi. Say hi to the founder of the Let's Go Branding goggles, the Red Pill t-shirt, and just a great guy with a great company. So if you see us, come say hi. Then we'll also Precision Transport. If you're shipping anything, use Precision Transport. Precision Transport is a company that, I'm telling you, they got some big plans. I can't announce them yet, but they got some big plans in motocross. You're going to want to support this company. And guess what? They have customer service and the lowest rates, so go for it. Every year, we watch the races, and always one of the guys that was kind of off the radar jumps up there, and we go, oh, wow, I forgot about him. This year, I'm going to give you some of the guys to watch for. Talon Hawkins. Talon Hawkins is on the AEO team. He was on the Rockstar Husqvarna team. He was in Futures. Then he was drafted up, and he did okay, but it wasn't enough to keep him on that team. So he's with AEO KTM. And maybe this maturity, a season under his belt, don't be surprised if he gets up there in the mix and surprises some people. You got Cole Thompson. Cole rode amazing in the last round of World Supercross. He's been around for a long time. He's a Canadian champion. Watch for Cole. He could easily get up there in the mix. Then you've always got the fan favorite, Phil Nicoletti. Phil Nicoletti is it's a win for us to have Phil there. Whatever he does is a plus. He is a gift to the series. Hopefully we can get some interviews out of him when he's on the podium. Whatever Phil does is gold. And then watch for Billy Laninovich. Yeah, that name sounds familiar, right? He won way back in the day. He's, I think, 40-something years old, and he'll be coming out there trying to qualify in the West Coast. So watch for Billy Laninovich out there. And then we've got our rookies. I'm telling you, and it doesn't feel like Ryder DeFrancisco's a rookie. The kid is, I mean, he seems like he's been around forever, but he's truly a Supercross rookie this year. Yes, he rode outdoors, but he has not run, and he rode SMX, but he has not rode actual Supercross with a coast. So this is his debut on the Gas TLD team. I think this kid's going to be good. He's solid. He's smooth. He reminds me a lot of Ryan Dungey in the way that he's methodical. He stays the whole season. He's in control. So watch Ryder D. And then my boy Julian Boehmer. Julian Boehmer was number 29 last year on the Yamaha at Supercross Futures. Yet he came through, had faster times than Deegan, which blew everybody away, especially me. Now he's on the factory KTM. I'm not a fan of the factory KTM 250 team. I don't like the way they groom their talent. I don't like the way they treat their talent, and I'm not a fan of that. But when you get offered a factory ride when you're on a privateer team, you take it. So good on Julian Boehmer. I'll be watching him, number, I believe, 929 on the KTM. Hopefully he can get up there and get some good results. So thanks, guys. And like I said, I'll be doing lives all weekend from Anaheim. So if you want to just click on anytime, it'll be live. So, and if you need a real estate agent, remember, I can help you. Just reach out to me and I will get you an agent in your area if you want to buy, sell, or rent with Berkshire Hathaway. So thanks, guys. I'll catch you later.